If you wanted to hear me talk about myself for a few minutes, you've come to the right place. This is my instructor introduction. I'm Amanda Klinger. I am a professional instructor in the College of Education, and I'm your instructor for this course. A little bit about me. I have a BA from Denison University and a JD from the University of Akron School of Law. That's why I get the Esquire. I am not a doctor, although JD stands for Juris Doctor. I've been told unequivocally by my friends and colleagues with earned doctoral degrees that I am not a doctor. So you can call me Professor Klinger. That is just fine. I do have a little bit of a unique background compared to a lot of my peers here in the College of Education, and I like to think that that can be helpful, not just in the school law courses, but in the other courses that I teach, and bring a little bit of a different perspective from what you're going to hear from your faculty and your instructors and the rest of your program. I am full-time College of Education faculty. I am also the graduate cohorts coordinator. So I recruit and administer folks who are moving through their program together in a cohort of students. And then I'm also the co-project administrator for the Wallace Grant Initiative, which is work that the college is doing with Columbus City Schools around a big grant that they won from the Wallace Foundation. And we're working to build and develop a equity-centered principal preparation pipeline. So that's been really exciting work that I get to do in addition to my normal job. The other part thing that I get to do that's really exciting and really, really important to me is the work that I have that I do with the Educators School Safety Network. It's a nonprofit organization that was founded by myself and Dr. Amy Klinger, who you may know, who is the program director for the Ed Leadership Program and faculty in your program, and then also my mom. So you may have put that together already with the very similar name and very much the same last name. Our organization provides professional development primarily to K-12 educators. We also try to do a lot of research and to be able to develop resources and technical assistance and try to help people both, work to prevent violence in schools, but then also to be able to respond to different types of school-based crises and hazards. A little bit about me personally. This is me and my partner, Brooke. Poor Brooke gets dragged to all manner of things, but good for me. Luckily for me, she's a really good sport. She goes to Ohio State games, even though she doesn't care about football. I am a unabashed, unapologetic Star Wars fan. Poor Brooke had to dress up like Princess Leia for Halloween, and I dragged her to Star Wars Land in Florida. Although I think she had a little bit of fun on that trip. We have a Jack Russell Terrier who actually went to law school with me, so she's very, very old. If you have any familiarity with Jack Russells, you know that pretty much the only way you can get a picture of them is if they're laying down or sleeping, which is why she's pictured laying down in all of these or holding a ball. That's the only way that she's holding still. Even at her ripe old age of 16, she's zooming around all over the place. For fun, I enjoy visiting national parks, getting to wander around and hike and see beautiful scenery, especially out in the West. Here you can see me with my one brother in Yosemite Valley, me with actually all of my siblings and my parents and my brother's wife in Sedona in Arizona. And then there's a picture of the Grand Canyon, and then a picture of Brooke and I in the Valley of Fire State Park, which is just outside of Las Vegas. So if you don't like Las Vegas for what Las Vegas is, but you have to go there for work, a great option is to go about 35 minutes northwest and go visit Valley of Fire, which is just stunning, beautiful scenery if you can get there. In my free time, which I don't really have free time, so I don't know why I even said it that way, I like to do woodworking. I like to renovate houses. I've done a lot of renovation to this house. I did a lot of renovation to the home that I owned before this, and love to mess around with stuff and get my hands dirty and get working on stuff. More importantly, as to this course, if you have questions, please use the discussion forum. It's sort of like raising your hand in class. And unless your question is really of a private or personal nature, I would really encourage you to use that discussion forum for a couple of reasons. Number one, you might have a classmate who can chime in and help you, either better help or faster help than what I can give. Or probably more likely, your question might be informative to your classmates. And so when I hop in there and answer your question, that might be something that will help your classmates as well. If you do have a question that is more private or personal, these are the best ways to get a hold of me. So you can either make an office hours appointment. There's a lot of links to my booking calendar for my office hours. If you can't find any of those, you can scan this QR code and that will allow you to make an appointment with me during my office hours. The other really good way to get a hold of me is by email. Please, please, please make a note of my email address versus Dr. Amy Klinger's email address. This one is mine. It's not as good as hers. AKLINGE4. That's the one that's mine. If you email A Klinger, you're going to get Dr. Klinger. And we do get a lot of each other's email. So please take care when you're doing that. Anyway, thanks for learning a little bit about me. Hopefully this was not too long. We'll see. Anyway, it's going to be an exciting semester. I'm glad that you're here and welcome.